Hey gang, I'm testing my recording device, my audio equipment, little cheesy camera, and I thought this was a good time to go on a rant with you. So, we're trying to upgrade our internet here on the farm because right now we've got DSL. Yes, DSL still does exist. Lots of rural people have it. But we don't get squat for cell phone signals down here in my holler. So we're upgrading to DSL, or upgrading the DSL with fiber. Our area was approved for some kind of COVID relief infrastructure package, some millions and millions of dollars of upgrade to rural internet service. My guess would be to promote work from home stuff. Fine. That's all well and good. In fact, that's great. I'm loving the idea of being able to have fiber internet. What I'm not loving is my mother also lives on my property, and she's also supposed to get fiber internet. The guy came out today to install her fiber router, internet network. And this is a more of a corporate conglomerate rant than it is anything else of why it is that major corporations have no idea how to serve their public, how to serve their people. They're contracted to do obligated things, and they just can't seem to get it right ever. And it's the larger the corporation is, the more detached they become from what's happening in the real world with you and me. And it's just an aggravating point for me. I know if I do my jobs in a substandard fashion, I don't get to do my job anymore. If I take care of any animals in a substandard fashion, they die or they get taken away and I go to jail or what have you. Yet, we find it to be okay for substandard service from major corporations because we're a captive audience. They're the only game in town and they know it, so they don't have to put forth any real effort because the customer base is going to be there. It's just like a $7 Coke on the other side of the TSA counter. You're a captive audience, you can't go nowhere, so they can charge what the heck they want to charge. They can be as substandard as they want. But I want you to think about this. What if, in your day-to-day life, your car, your microwave in your house, or your refrigerator only worked as good as your cell phone? And how much are you paying for that thing in your pocket? How much you're paying for that inconvenience? Some people think of it as the greatest thing ever. And some people think of it as a dog leash. I'm indifferent. But if I'm going to pay for something, I want the crap to work. That goes back to my fiber. The guy came out and installed a Wi-Fi fiber router in my mother's house, ran the cable through the wall outside, hooked it to the box, and there's nothing at the box going back to the main hub. There's nothing. So he did all this work, he wasted his time, spent 2 hours out here setting up this piece of equipment that we can't use because there's no main cable going back to the home. And they're supposed to come do this for me on Friday. So it just doesn't make any sense to me how it is that the right hand and the left hand are attached to the same body, yet neither one of them know what the hell's going on. But that's my rant You don't have a lot of that problem with small business because small businesses depend on their customers. They depend on a few customers, where the corporation, the giant corporation, while yes, they depend on their customers too, but since they're the only game in town, you get what you get or you get nothing. That's why cell phone plans have actually started to become cheaper, because there's more of them available. Supply and demand, supply and demand. If you demand it loud enough, somebody will be there to supply it eventually. But the small business fills a lot of the market. But your laws, your code, your city code, your county code, your state code, do everything they can do to prevent small business success. But you got to support your small business. Find a small farm group, farmers markets in the spring and summer. Do your best to support the community around you, and they'll support you back. Anyway, end rant. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks a lot. I know I said that was the end of my rant, but I decided to take you guys with me to feed goats. Sorry about the picture quality here. Do. There's Ellie. See Ellie? There's Bo. I'm gonna get these feed pans put up there, and you tied to that fence post, and then we'll get to feeding. This is the realities of self-filming. Hi, Bo. Hi, Bo. That's a Bo. That's kind of dark, I know. There's the Ellie Mae over there. Unscrewing this camera thing so I can try and mount it up here on top of this fence post, and it's not cooperating. Bo's trying to eat my jacket. Yeah, this may not work. This may not work. And it might just accidentally be something. Huh, that might hold it. Hi, Bo. Hi, Bo. Yes. Hello. There you go, Sandy, over there. Brownie, you go there. Rizzo, Bo, and Ellie Mae. Whew. They are impatient when it comes to their food. I gotta go get the hay fork and scoop out some of this hay real quick. Hang tight, I'll be right back. And we're back. Yeah, goats don't like to eat hay that's been laying on the ground. So this is all bedding for them now. And I got it stuck in the gate, so I got to rake it back a little bit. There we go. That's better. We're going to kind of pile this up and let them bed in it. Since it's going to be kind of chilly tonight, get this kind of rough piles around the heat lamp and behind the wall here, so they can bed in it and do their best to keep warm. And they fight a lot, so especially over the food bowl. Take you off the post here and let you look at Willie Mae. Oh, you can't hardly see her very well. You can see Bo's side. There's Rizzo. We're thinking that all of these girls are pregnant. There's Sandy is there. That's Sandy. We're thinking all of them are pregnant. So we got to build out some of this section of the barn here for a couple of birthing pens. Something we can move the girls over to when they're kidding, so that they can not be overly mean to each other. That's the goat fed. They need some water. I know I said I was done with that rant, and I am pretty well done with it, but I thought I would take you guys along, show you let you see the goats for an evening, and see if I can talk you into subscribing some more. We're 33, 34 subscribers now, so we're still not big. We're trying to bring you some content that's worth it without me being too politically charged or too much on the rant side. We try to bring you something a little bit educational from time to time. I'm going to be doing some woodworking coming up. I'm going to take you along for that journey. And we're just trying to build this farm out. So we appreciate you coming along.